Hi everyone, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This time I'm building an art gallery or a museum of modern art. I myself have looked at the gallery that we have in San Myshuno, which is a world that you get if you have the City Living expansion pack. And it comes with a new community lot called the Arts Center, and there your Sims can paint and look at paintings and be creative and inspired. And yeah, I thought, the Arts Center looks a bit off, and I wanted to do one myself. So this is actually the lot where it actually stands. And I try to incorporate the exterior around this whole lot, which has lots and lots of these hexagonal, I guess, shapes on the ground, for example. It kind of inspired me to look at some more very modern architecture. So I came up, through searching and browsing the web, I came up with parametrism, I guess it's called, or parametricism in English. I don't know why you have like a nice syllable in there. In German we say it a little bit differently, but yeah, basically I looked a lot at these kinds of architectural buildings because lots and lots of museums and like stadiums and like these huge, I would say, like show-off buildings, like public buildings, have a very interesting modern architecture that's not very usual for a residential house, I would say. And I thought that would be really cool because it's very suiting there. And yeah, I wanted to give it a go. Of course, in The Sims 4 we have our limits in building something like this, like everything that looks very organical and has like these really nice roundish corners. Looks like a little organism living and breathing. Those kinds of things you can't really recreate. So I looked at the windows that I wanted to use here, which came with the City Living pack as well, and they have these nice little pattern on it. But I think it looks really cool, and I wanted to incorporate these kinds of angles and I don't know, like this chaos of this pattern into the roof, for example. First I wanted to do it like a big cross that's holding like this cube out of windows and steel, like glass and steel. And then I changed the roof a little bit because I wasn't feeling it, because I wanted to incorporate that into the roof as well, these kinds of texture. So I experimented with the roofs a little bit, and I think I came up with a nice idea. It looks really modern. I think that lots of people won't like it, but this is how my personal interpretation of these kinds of houses or buildings are in The Sims 4. And I guess it looks quite cool. So I used these roofs where you can make like a half roof, and I experimented with these kinds of ramps. I guess it's called ramps or whatever. And I wanted to incorporate that on the roof so it has these different ramps and they are like overlapping over each other. So it looks a little bit like these kinds of roofs that these kinds of buildings would have. And yeah, I think it looks really cool, and I think it's also very suiting for an art gallery or like a museum for modern art. And yeah, so I will also place lots of these roofs like around the downside because I wanted to incorporate these kinds of ramps or these kinds of forms. I wanted to incorporate downstairs as well. The only thing that really bothers me in The Sims 4 is if you use the roofing, like the whitest roof pattern or texture you have on top of every house, it is like super bright and white, and if you place them downstairs they are the sandy color. I don't know why, it doesn't make any sense, but please just imagine them being in a really white color. It kind of bugged me a lot, but then at the end I really couldn't find any solution because I really wanted to have these kinds of forms and patterns downstairs as well next to the foundation to break it up a little. And yeah, I think it looks really cool, and it looks nice next to the stairs that go up to this foundation where you Sims can in. Also in the interior design, I kinda wanted to go with like a usual art gallery for the Sims, so it won't have like a counter or I don't know, like wardrobe thing where you can place your jackets and everything. So all those things you don't need in the Sims 4, so I have incorporated. Also the glass cube isn't like the biggest this one. Yeah, I just thought we really need the space to put some really nice, big, huge modern paintings in there. Also, I used from the children's kids stuff. No, how is it called? Kids room stuff pack, I guess it's called. There you have these wall-mounted shelves, and they have this octagonal or hexagonal forms. I can't remember so well. And I thought this is really cool because, yeah, like I said, these kind of breaking up hexagonal, octagonal forms, they are also all around this whole lot in San Myshuno, and I wanted to incorporate that here too. So I thought that the glass cube, just like as it is with the patterns of the windows and everything, it kind of looks cool, but it also looks really lazy. And I wanted to do something, yeah, to make it more interesting. So I placed these wall-mounted shelves, made them bigger and smaller. So I placed them in different sizes on the exterior of the cube, and I also changed the color into blue and purple. And I think it looks really cool. So at the end, I think the whole art gallery has this really nice touch. I think it looks like an art piece itself. So if you like make a little model of that, you can place it somewhere, and I think it looks really cool. And that was basically the goal of the whole build. And yeah, I hope that you like it, guys. It's of course something very special, and it was something that I personally always wanted to do. I already did like an art gallery build of some kind with Freezer Bunny like a year ago or even longer. It was a really nice collab, and I really want to collab with him again. May I have to ask him again. But yeah, I really like these extraordinary builds. That's not like something like a residential lot, for example. And I know that everybody who has the game and plays the game always needs to go to some community lots, like from time to time. Yeah, there are hardly some community lots pre-built that I like in the game. So yeah, this is my go with the art center. And I'm also planning another community build for San Myshuno that will be up, I guess, in the next 2 weeks or something. Let's see if I can manage to build that. But yeah, so outside I placed also on the floor with the glowing floor tiles, these hexagonal shapes on the floor, because yeah, they're on the one side of the San Myshuno area there. And I wanted to recreate them because I think it would be like break it up, because I really don't like if you can see where the lot starts and where it ends. That's personally something that I don't like, if like you see that, okay, this lot doesn't belong here. I think it has to be somehow incorporated, and it's something that I always like to do with the landscaping, because you always have to look what kind of flowers or like trees are all around it, so you can use them in your build. And yeah, just tried that out here too. I think it looks really cool. Also at the end I will stack like lots and lots of these really huge sculptures, and also I will place a fountain there. It also has the shape of the windows that I used here. And in the interior design I went for a really open space, because yeah, I wanted to have lots and lots of glass windows, like a glass cube, because you need lots and lots of natural light for your paintings to really have a nice effect, of course. And also I decided to go with really large modern paintings, since this is like a museum of modern art. And yeah, I think it looks really cool. I also placed 3 or 4 graffiti walls there, graffiti murals, where your Sims can like spray paint their own graffiti there. Of course, the obligatory easels and music instruments and the bar. But yeah, you will see all that in the screenshots, of course. And yeah, I think it looks a little bit more modern than the other one that we had in the game already. And I also hope that you like it, of course, guys. So yeah, if you want me to redo a community lot for The Sims 4, just write down below in the comments what kind of lot you would like to see next, maybe. If you want to download this, the download link is in the video description down below. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope that you like it, guys. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!